Obuja my ma dwena ma akwa ba emfa womra se na etie na edwumadi so Adom TV so. Ye frame dache hene na yawo asante ka se dom de kisi ebua. O ma hene ko bi na asante. Ene yesi o hene sampanyifo na megina won ataban kase so de edwumadi ebrewo. Ena ye ne otito ni oda NDC amanyoko na no chairman Samuel Ofosu Ampofo ena na mene ne babetwetwe nkomo ewo edwumadi so. Normal hodo a ekoso ewo Ghana. Ene NDC amanyoku ni mu na ene yatwetwe ho nkomo onim se omampanyin dia babetudwa se IGP ya sesa no NDC fo kan ya se opomboenu na wonhyeda mo number ntianka omampanyin ensesa no ene yede nsesa aba are satisfied Martin Amidu ebaye as a special prosecutor was resigning from the position. Now lawyer to say Jaben omozu so betumi aye adwuma na na sankomo yi ene ye babedi chairman Bibi Aboko. The leadership of Nana Addo in his second term. First year, we are through half of the month.
Oh, yeah, went through no can be said. And I go for the baby, they not say open temper, he's in a hurry. And he was so much in a hurry, say, even the acceptance statement, the crown, or yeah, plagiarism crown went to me. I'm a credit, maybe a offer speech no, if free and okra the chair because we thought he was in a hurry to build Ghana. But you see, yet I can say that he was in a hurry for nothing, because as we sit here now, country the chair and sunset on his own. He has virtually disappointed us.
The president was in a hurry for nothing.
Yes, I'm saying that he said he was in a hurry. What he was in a hurry for was to appoint a balloon, friends. Government size. Niamo can say onye biya, can say mama say we were building a family and friends government. He ended up as one of the government that had his family members more than any government in the history of this country. Can say building large size government. He ended up building one of the elephant size governments that we have had in the history of this country. Now, me no can say, what can I say? 7 months yes. Common appointment of metropolitan municipal in these assemblies, chief executives, who are supposed to be implementers of government policy, because policy implementation at the top, a policy formulation at the ministerial level, at the middle region, coordinating, harmonization and coordinating at the regional coordinating council level, but implementation is at the metropolitan municipal and districts. 7 months. When me appointed substantive MMDCs, I'll be implementing policies at the end. It means that you are sleeping on the job. Number 2, pandemic here by some person who prove say the health of your people should be your number 1 concern. COVID by expectations, let's say. Priority attention will be given to COVID because in Nepal, COVID it's too much for us to bear.
But do you think there's no priority attention to this COVID?
If after 1.5 years the government has not been able to import a single vaccine into the country, apart from co-vaccine, UNDP for what is the government that may import to? Vaccines at the above organ.
Even across the world, vaccine themselves vaccine not shorting in so many places.
In so many places.
When you even try to check from the UK, no more pebiato, or no, so you have to struggle. And it is not as if say
in so many places, they have succeeded in vaccinating a large population of their citizens. In Ghana, the projection was that by June, Nanka have vaccinated about 22 million out of the over 30 million population. So see, just around 1 million people have been vaccinated. Those who have done the double dose, no crime, yes, also do by 1.2 out of the estimated population of 22. If it's an exams, well, how much have you scored? Monumental failure. Now, minister or a health minister, you be so say, Kwanben so now be far or the vaccines be about say me confirm middleman. Now middleman na the COVID friends vaccines are very vaccine $10 per friends vaccine. What they all got on 19. Not the middleman. MPP nkuana COVID year by okoma BMA. There are relief packages are ebwa na a provide support and safety net at the abwa nkrofo into behwe no more tax rebate no more yewe yankwa ya ha na COVID akofa eto makuma ko nim dia begu yeso a
last year before elections you free in electricity free ankran nyuma go aban so mo asen kakan kra is it not one of the reliefs aban
ankran he no makacho so mo survival business and have you checked the people who got those relief? When you check it you see that it is party apparatchiks and this is can ko bo nti what the corner catch me company what Nana Akufo-Addo and his government has succeeded is to collapse even the existing companies now. Look at Park Westindu, GN Bank. Maybe country have a BL. I report somewhere here and need to see solid office structures. A shape, a more, a more workers in the home. Over 3,000 workers have lost their jobs. Anti-COVID by how many companies have been resuscitated? Look at the taxes. COVID tax or how weight tax or how weight tax. And they are about between the person. Now, afi, koto vaccines ukransuna fa bebuanya. I will say vaccine no. O kwa procurement no. O sensa nkrata no. Na why confused? Na uti ensiso. Nti why confused? Ubia. Why you chairman of Public Accounts Committee that will name the procedure procurement process as cycle. Will be our deputy finance minister. Pen will be a member of parliament. Now you did 2 years 2 minutes dia no and ya sa COVID as we buy a binance kasa appointed special advisor to the president, Dr. Nsiasare, and a plethora of directors and other personnel. Into a new minister and they say transit, not for within and confuse you. So it is a failure on the part of the whole government machinery for their inability to salvage this situation and assure Ghanaians say, if you can't put food on your table, krana, you never bomb home by sending a very arena there. Na yentimian fa vaccine baako amma na sa buy na timinya sika etimi ko high aeroplane it you 15,000 pounds an hour so the two coin masa akwa abakeke na yati ho no we've not been able to. You see, it is unpardonable, it is unacceptable for anybody to think say we had lockdown in March 2020. That time when 12 March 2020 na lockdown by and then you were 2021 July 23rd. The government has not been able to purchase vaccines on its own to vaccinate its citizens. The expectation of vaccinating 22 million people, we are still just hovering around 1 million to 1.2 million. If you can't do this for your people, then why are you there as a government? And that is why I'm saying that it's a complete failure on the part of the government to have allowed this situation to degenerate to where we are today. And now we are living in a country, you see, each one for himself, God for us all. Because you don't have a government that is prepared to protect you. Because he was the one who flouted the rule regulations with impunity. See, I can't say executive authority, executive instrument, I pass here, and call parliament. Parliament ko pass lower. The way you parliament pass low, be at president. With the president, Nankasa no say, Mumma emergency powers. Na me am kasa memra with executive instrument. Na me sign na me kasa samra we ne mra we mra na de adwuma. Yankwa yiase ni pase yankwa yiase we nkwa na president kasa kotena yi na say na thousands of people who are superintending over it. Who bu ne mra so. Can the president come to our houses and tell us fellow Ghanaians again? Who will take him serious? Look at where we are. The figures of the rise of the COVID-19. It is becoming very scary.
But now Munim says I know money now, but the NDC also went on demonstration.
Well, I'm saying that the person who brought the law himself decided that the law doesn't work any longer. So he flouted it. Well, I'm saying that at the time I because executive instrument now I spy. Yeah, demonstration. Na law be any. But on the time, all flat law. Na law nankasa wo no. No anembra nankasa wo flat here. But when we were going, we tested the law. And the law had expired at the time that we were going, so there was no law regulating us. And that is why police didn't need any other option. But we observe the protocols before the beginning of the demonstration. Miankasa did the supply over 2,000 nose masks. So ubia ne chichema so ubia should be no making sure say you be observe protocols. So we observe it. Because human life for us is very, very critical and very important.
No, okay. And you think that if the NDC were in power, Saniyama working, and come back now.
Everybody, because you're paying for President John Dramani Mahama, and you'll be obeying Rano. You respect the laws. And even in opposition, you respected the laws. Who say, you can't say, lockdown pen. We brought our campaign to an end. We decided not to go out and flout the law. We respected everywhere that we went. During the pandemic period, you modern say you be reaching out to Ghanaians. You supply more PPEs. All over the country, President Mahama was all over the place, every region, trying to supply PPEs here. Governance is a shared responsibility, even though you're opposition. But we felt that when it is about human lives, we must also contribute. Yet, COVID technical team and also evaluating system. They also advise EBA. And they said, I didn't want to say, and they say, when we develop a comprehensive document at the command government, they say, Monjina Mongre and so I drink a cray or what I say at the war. Yeah, they fight.
So documents don't work until once a be organa.
I don't want to find it. Oman Casa de Cray, Nipana Casana. One of the simple things I wait to my say, Obekra vaccines now are organ of 4 panel. No more to no crowd to me, and then I'll wait to my review. It is for me, dear. The management of the COVID-19 by the government is one of the basic reasons why we should not renew the mandate of the MPP government again, because they are proving, say, the only Ghana form. They think about themselves more than the welfare of the people of this country.
On the DIA demonstration, one of the questions that maybe was the security of this country, and I remember the specific answer you gave me, said, the IGP name Monohumode. Now we have changed the IGP. Now we have George Akufo Dampare. Are you okay?
Well, whatever it is, IGP not near one or a civilian, because now we're trying to name Rabi. And I kept on saying, me, one of the things that I want to discourage in say, when people reach their retiring age, now some now, you have opportunity for others to come and continue, because one of the things I don't like about this press appointment, and the word acting, because me the say, so be ejuma sona for so bet me ejuma na for ejuma nation nsa na he acting in free, because money pan acting pan or ejuma na no is looking up to show they say who is watching me, when am I going to be confirmed. Until May, I have my position on this appointment of IGP. They say, see, wait me a fixed tenure of office. I'm a Inspector General of Police for Nanka Ababwa. So that over 4 years, I'm saying 4 years, my vision, I was saying 4 years. Until my vision, by your job. Then, you say you are the beck and call of the president. Until Ukoda, now President Nelson, I know who said, who could tell the time now, their channel say, IGP will be community, Maminian free home. And yet, before say it is not good. You have a fixed tenure, a more stability and the presence of mind to pursue their vision for the police service. And I wish Sanka or be substantive, and I say, be a period there 1 month or so here, the friends say, we be hand over, no be hand over, I say, it is my national, sir. As a substantive IGP. It is not that one person who can change the institution of the Ghana police overnight, because there are challenges with the police service. We have had cause to complain, say, the security agencies have been infiltrated seriously by element of vigilante groups. So many are there because Nana Akufo Adom 4 years. How many times now is a recruitment? Air course. Now, for banana omoko screen in here. Oh, how about this? Say, passing out. A police depot. When were they recruited? What processes did they go through? Yeah, can I say? During the year also West were going by election. And conform we by almost a police in Tadia. You be sir, police commissioner in charge of operation also anymore. And you're on Crawford. But no more police in Tadia, police pitch goer, any police vehicles. A day. If you have an institution where the Director General of the government will say, in the Persia police in Tadia, police at Castle, it could assault rifles. Unimo, they are not his men. Then we have serious structural challenges with the institution of the police. And for me, that presents a very formidable challenge to the new IGP. Say, obey restructure the police institution.
But do you foresee him as somebody obey to me, yes, man? Because under the NDC, Brana Professor Melso or no, so Bekaya, no any ADC.
Well, I've listened to some of the police officers. Yeah, I didn't appointment, but at least I listened to 2 interviews, which I can allude to. Bako Eye, former IGP Kudalo, and Bako Ye, former secretary to the IGP, Superintendent Peter Tubu Lanchene Tubu. Now, one assessment about the new acting IGP. Me assessing because I have not worked with him.
Okay.
But at least one in the year, demanded for say, or a principled. Now, his convictions, he believes in what his convictions tells him. And the Omoji say, obey me, I reform the police institution. Now, I'm the kind of policing that we expect. Because you see, I am not in the police, but I speak with police officers. Morale is very low in the Ghana police because they are supposed to protect us. And so, what counted the number of police personnel are committing suicide of late? Check it. Go and Google and check it. You see the number of police officers who are committing suicide. And those who have been attacked by a robber, who have been killed in mysterious ways. If you have an institution where or no accoutrement not be protected in terms of bulletproof, in terms of the true robbers more sophisticated than what the police are, then you cannot have a well-motivated and incentivized police who will step out there to defend to protect the public. And he has an onerous responsibility. I can only say, one of the things that I have seen, which I always say, my nije hone say, inipa bi oho a omo institution bim from the scratch. No koduru so. The institution go through them.
Okay.
Once they are going through the institution go through them. Your local government ministry, me or chief director, me friend, Mr. SYN Zanu. Zanu entered local government as a messenger. He left as a chief director. Now, at a point in time, he was seen as an encyclopedia, a working encyclopedia when it comes to local governance. My reader who said, acting IGP, Dr. Dampare, entered the police as a recruit.
Yes. And
he has reached the pinnacle as an IGP. If that is anything to go by, yeah, man, the benefit of the doubt to say, Obetimi, you use that experience now when you're walking through that institution to help reform that institution. But it will require the support of government, because if he does not allow himself to be used as a pawn in the hands of the government, and there he will succeed. And
Koji Abafo Nkratu aba ye ba ye the chairman ebesa atoa ye nkomo twetwen so ye nkomra ebusuan ye koya ya yasan aba ye toa ye nkomo twetwen so ewa ha. Lawyer Kwesi Ejaben, new special prosecutor, after Martin Amedo. When say vetting wuhwe bi at the age of 43. Wuhwe no bet me ayuma no.
Well, to the extent to say one more vetting on here day I feel said he proved that he has what it takes to do the job. Yeah, man, the benefit of the doubt. But you see, the office of the special prosecutor, he was appointed by the government. You need Matiamidu. We know what Matiamidu stands for. We know what Matiamidu could have done. But Matiamidu resigned because the necessary environment was not created for him to perform the function that he was expecting to perform. And it will depend on various factors. He may possess what it takes in terms of qualification, but will the necessary environment be created for him to ensure that he succeeds in doing what he wants to do? Because Matiami Dubekasa, he had a lot of frustrations. The very appointing authority, the tools and the logistics are with you on the way and it is one thing coming to talk. Matiami Dubai, Bishia Vetting Committee, then went to me and called, can be but the whole world for say, Office of the Special Prosecutor, and he will be the best in the world. But he ended up not delivering. And let us hope, say, the appointing authority will be creating the necessary environment and that office no. Let me hear you.
And this will be my last question. Here in Tiamwa Committee, a recommendation said the spouses of the president and the vice president was here do you think that it is quite time no matter was he regulating part and parcel of our system? I didn't say Article 71 holders no see we can give them a specific tax.
For now, I think that we are being guided by the rule of law. Article 71 holders, spouses of president and vice president are not part of Article 71 holders. And for that matter, you can't smuggle their name and say because nobody has defined the kind of work Public officers in your mom appointment, they are assessed by what they do. They are audited. Their offices are audited. Everything is done. But it is a needless thing that we put ourselves in. After all, the office of the First Lady and the Second Lady operate under the office of the government machinery. They operate under the Chief of Staff office. And I don't think that they lack anything in terms of logistics, in terms of their movement, in terms of vehicles, in terms of security, in terms of everything that enable that office to function. They are giving. I can tell you an office of the moment. It is needless. For now, they are not part of the Article 71 holders. And I don't think that we should be in haste to add spouses. Because you see, when we start that, you are opening a Pandora box. Why are you not including the spouse of the Speaker of Parliament? And also the honor number 3. Then you go to the number 4.
The Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice. Why are you saying, the spouse of the Speaker of Parliament in the honor the engineering film? So it is needless. It is completely needless to bring this, and especially the timing. At the time that the harsh economic reality facing us, fuel prices are skyrocketing, prices of goods and services are the cheaper, cement price are come to from 26 the Ghana to almost about 50. We so crab war cost bibia petrol board move up to almost 28, 29 per now. Workers are getting a also 4%. Is it the time to come and say you are going to pay the spouses of the president, the vice president? The timing is critical. In governance, you look at the timing. Be sensitive to the feeling of the ordinary Ghanaian and what they are going through. Why should we be in a haste around this time? And you go to your backdating. No. Do we even operate retroactive legislations in Ghana? Say, I am ready, I'm running in and now. Then Brana could take effect. in retrospective effect. It doesn't happen. Why are we pushing ourselves into needless battles that we could easily have avoided? Into me, the BGD said, until the law is redefined and refined and revised, meaning they said, the issue of payment of spouses of the president and salary. I'm talking about salary. As for allowances, I endorse it because allowances, they were doing all you be a bit more hassy. Yeah, more baby kakrana for future allowances. It is there, like now to that's the route. No, even former presidents, spouses, they are giving something to put body and soul together. But when we talk about salary, then we are talking about a certain defined work at the end of the month. But they don't have any defined role to play and defined office that they are ushered in and sworn in to come and operate. They are to assist their husbands to prosecute their mandate.
Okay, Chairman, but that's it. That's how you had that journey when you were teaching mediation.
Madam,
a friend of Samuel Ofosu Ampofo on chairman, NDC, among your Kunya and the teaching and come more over said mediation. But that's how you had that journey out transcend our Yame Aduma. Yeah, what that's it.